welcome back, everybody, to another case of the Mondays. That's the name of our stream. It has been for a while. You know why? Because it's on Mondays. And I like the reference to the movie. My name is Jake Hill, and with me right now is the fish. And maybe perhaps a little bit later will be Katie. But Katie right now is inside watching over our little one, our little daughter named River. And hopefully she'll show up in chat at least. Anyhow, there's one person watching right now, and that's awesome. How many people are without power today? Well, most of the people living in the African plains, unless you have solar power. I only say that because my good friend Jeff Kane has been without power for a while, and I'm really hoping he's doing all right. I didn't realize that he was without power until when Katie said that he's still without power. Feeling a little funky tonight, and that's the name of the game. A little bit funky. Feeling funky. Feeling fresh. Feeling Adobe. Is that a thing? It should be. Linda Worth was the first one in here, and that's the only chat I see. Now we got 3 people watching. I wonder who those people could be. This is our weekly installment of the Case of the Mondays, and this is just where we like to hang out because we don't want our weekend to end yet. We want to keep it going. Even though we had kind of a crappy weekend with the weather here, so I'm kind of glad that's over. Flatbed Aquatic says, I need a shower, then I'll be feeling fresh. Good. Mom got a new knee. Happy day. That's awesome. I should be clicking on these. First of all, it was Linda Worth. She's waving high. Flatbed needs a shower. And I'm sorry that I missed the stream last night. I was working on a video. And when I was done, I realized I missed Mike's stream. Oh, wait, you weren't on there. It was Stan Pittman. I don't know why I get you guys messed up. I'm believing that Michael's mom got a new knee. So that's great. Because if you need a new knee, then you really need one. Lake Missoula. Hello, Ben. I'll wave right back at ya. Who else is in here? Lots of thumbs up. I'm so happy to see you in here, NLA. You are just a cool dude. You're so much coolness. Your coolness comes through on your live streams and through your chat. So to meet you in real person, I bet you it's really awesome. Because it just comes through that well. As long as you're not saying hello to your knee. I could. Hello, Foxy. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the live stream. It is a Monday night. Feeling funky. I don't know if you guys can guess why. It is because we got our shirts. Katie's got one too. And if she comes out here, I'm hoping that she's going to put it on. I know some of you guys are hoping she's not going to wear a shirt at all. But guess what? Not going to happen. That's the cool thing about these, isn't it? Is like you can hang out in a few chats and get to know a person fairly well that way. Like this gentleman right here, Mr. Branton Lightcap, whose video was just released, that was a couple days ago, Saturday, where he came to our house and just, I don't know, just decided to park in front of my house and come in and no, he was definitely invited. But he filmed our fish room, which now it looks completely different. It is not the same. I mean, it looks the same, but it's messy. Anyways, he came in and filmed and definitely released the video like a week later. which was on Saturday, and I'm hoping that most of you guys have seen it. It was a lot of fun. Even though I don't like the way I talk, I don't like the sound of my voice. And that's why I'm trying to be a little bit more funky tonight. I realize I talk in a monotone voice, and I don't like to be that way. There's a lot of ways that I can stretch my vocal cords in and out, and have a little bit more inflection in what I'm saying. A little more attitude. Oh my God, the chat's running away from me. I can't keep up. And if I'm a little bit, what would you say? What would you call it? Obnoxious? If you don't like this version of Jake, too bad. Just trying to have fun. This is the Funky Show. CC Aquatics is here as well. Lots of people saying hi to each other as always. That's always great. I feel bad sometimes because I go into other people's live streams and I say, hello, everyone. And then everyone's like, hello, hello, hello. And I can't keep up. Or I'm doing something while I'm watching. And it's like, okay, now I have to stop what I'm doing and like say hello to 100 people. And I love it. I love saying hello, but sometimes I don't do it because I'm doing other stuff. So if you don't get a reply from me and you see that happening, just know it's because I'm watching and paying attention, but I'm working on other stuff. It's usually out here. That how many fish tanks? It takes time. Every day I'm working on something. And usually I like to keep people's live streams going on in the background while I'm doing it. Anyhow, June says, sorry for your greenhouse. The video was awesome. That's what I did yesterday. It took me 3 hours from filming it to editing to doing the thumbnail to uploading it. It took 3 hours for a little over 5-minute video. But I just wanted to see if I could do it. But thank you, June. I appreciate that. Our greenhouse, even today, has gotten worse. Because the snow melted. Most of everything melted today. It got really warm, near 50 degrees after all of that. And the water weight and the snow weight that was kind of spread around the top, since it was all kind of dented towards the middle, of course, is going to gather towards the middle. So a little more collapse today. Everything, from what I can see, is good in there. Inside, anyways, nothing's really wrecked that I can see so far. But it was already like that because it happened a few weeks prior, maybe a month prior. About a week prior? No. So the week before was Branton was over. So anyways, 2 weeks ago, I believe, same thing happened. And guess what? Tomorrow night it's supposed to start snowing and not stop for 24 hours. Same sort of thing. Starting with rain, freezing, whatever. At this point, it's messed up. And at this point, we also have a brand new kit. And that's thanks to you guys. Because we talked about it on the one live stream, and we didn't ask for money, never did, and you guys you decided to help us out anyways. So we took that money and we bought a new one. That's the kit, the hoops, the plastic and everything, and it's raring to go. And this time when we build it, I'm going to do it right. I'm definitely going to reinforce that. You know, sometimes I just wish I could just hear Katie's voice.
I'm right here, Jake.
Did you guys hear that?
Jake.
Yeah, Katie, how are you doing that?
I have superpowers.
Oh my God. Well, I knew that. Because you have many superpowers. I'm speechless. I'm just really kind of crazy right now. It's not superpowers. I can't even move the camera. Don't touch. All right, hold on. Why is
my whole setup all tangled.
Oh my god. Ah! Did you see that?
Oh, you almost touched end stream.
I don't know. How would I touch end stream?
It popped up.
I was touching the phone, not the computer. This is not working very well.
I can't scoot over anymore.
All right. I was afraid of this happening. I would like Katie to talk for just a moment.
That might be all I have, unfortunately. Yep.
Keep talking.
Well, you should have thought the setup better.
Now she's crying.
Yep. That's why I said I might only have a moment.
Okay.
Just leave it on you.
Holy crap.
Careful, because you have a screen on your phone.
Yeah, I know I have a screen on my phone. Most phones do. I know what you're saying, though. All right. I got all excited thinking that
Sorry,
maybe I could
guys.
get Katie on here, but now the baby's needing attention, and one of us, you could stay. I lost my train of thought. And I'm so far gone in chat here that I might have to just skip a bunch of them. I'm sorry, guys. Elfish is here. I seen him. Lumpy Dog. Mm-hmm. Did you wear your new shirt, by the way? No? Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. No, she wasn't there the whole time. She just... she showed up in the middle of me talking and sat down and got ready, and then I had fun with it for a little while. Now she's gone again. It happens. So you're stuck with me. Yeah. There. I thought I was muting myself so I could clear my throat, and her mic was still on, so you heard it anyway, so whatever. I try to be professional, but I'm definitely not. This is not what I do for a living. Mexicali says it's Jake from State Farm. No, it is not. I am definitely not Jake from State Farm. I can see how you can get confused because we have the same first name, but I'm pretty sure that guy probably had a last name, and it definitely was not the same as my last name. And if it was, it'd be purely coincidence. I've never worked for State Farm. I never would work for an insurance company unless it was the only thing I had available to do for a job. So definitely not Jake from State Farm. You got me confused with someone else, brother. Was it something you said? It probably, no, it wasn't. It was Kate. Excuse you, FX6. Ugh. Just burping all the time. It was River. She brought the monitor out after laying her down and had about 2 seconds. Didn't even get her coat off. I don't know. Maybe she got her coat off. And then she decided to be awake. Jake Forms Spooner. Jake Form. Fill out your Jake Forms and send them to Spooner. I'm just being funny. I'm learning how to read. Maybe I read that wrong. Anyone else not like how the Fluval FX6s kind of do their weird burpy things, and maybe they're not supposed to do that. Maybe it's just mine, but it just once in a while it cycles and does this burping, gloobling sound, globbling. It's okay. Your fingers aren't fat. It's just the keys are too small. It's not your fault. June loves the farts. They are interesting. You know what I should do sometime is when I'm live streaming is hook a mic directly on the FX6 so you can just hear it the entire time. Rich people problems. My FX6 is gurgling. I'm not a rich person by any means because I did not buy that thing straight up. It came for free with a tank that we bought. It was used. Got two of them. One of them doesn't even work. Had to piece them together. Had to buy new hoses because the hoses were crap. Lets you know the filter is working properly. That's good. Because it is pretty silent otherwise. A lot of times I look for the water movement or put my hand on it and I can feel the vibration. Anyways, yes. What was I going to even talk about? Oh, funky shirt. Came in the mail today. We're lucky members of his channel, and Jason's a good friend. Not as good as he is between him and Mexicali, really. I'm kind of jealous. Funkin' Mexicali. Mexicali's got something I could never have. And he sent Katie and I shirts, which we kind of lucked out that we got two shirts because normally it should have just been one shirt for a member, but you know, this channel counts for two if she's ever here anymore, which sucks. Yeah. There have been times I've contemplated not doing this live stream anymore. Because I don't know if it's just I run out of things to say or the fact that I don't have Katie here much anymore to play off of anymore. So then I'm just kind of at a loss for words. I have no one to kind of play off of. She makes me look better. Showing some support for some of the smaller channels, yeah. This is doing my part. You know, if you guys haven't seen Aquafunk, that channel anymore, this is my shout out to him. He needs some subscribers, so go ahead and I mean, I don't. My God. Have you seen my numbers yet? Oh my God. I don't know how I do it. Millions. I have millions of subs. I'm just kidding. That's a lie. We can put you in the middle, Jake. Yes. Can never run out of things to say. It's true. But half of it is nonsense, I think. I don't know. It might be okay. You guys are here and you seem to enjoy it, so let's keep going, shall we? You can play with me, Jakey. It almost sounds, I don't know, that's scary because if he meant that to, I don't know. If he meant harm by that, it depends on how you say that phrase. You can play with me, Jakey. Or, you can play with me, Jakey. There's two different things. I appreciate that, June, very much. Nonsense is all I ever say. No. I don't agree with that, Mexicali. Sometimes you have very sensical. Is that the word? Senseful and sensical things to say. Robin, Jerry, Pinky, Theodore. Robin, Jerry, Pinky, Theodore. Do, 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 do. Mexicali, just wear your cowboy hat and smoke your stogie. You're good. We know what June likes then. You know what? Jorge would be awesome in an old Western movie. For sure. I'm thinking about it now. Like the hat and all of that, and then what are those ponchos? They're like, it's like wearing a blanket with a hole in it that you stick your head through, and somehow it keeps you warm while you're in the middle of the hot desert in high noon, and you have to wear a blanket. That's when I like to wear blankets. Smack dab in the middle of the Mojave Desert in high noon. Just wear a blanket. I won't be able to survive up here. A new career. He's probably been in one. I just don't know it yet. Hit the damn like button. 15 watching and only 8 likes. He's got a point. You know what happens though is I'm just so darn entertaining that it's hard. You forget to hit the like button. I understand. You're just entranced. You're just wow. Anyways, I got this shirt. I feel funky just wearing it. You do need a blanket at night in the desert. That's true. But isn't there any other place to store said blanket during the daytime than by wearing it? I don't know. Maybe they only did that in movies. I always wonder, no wonder you're sweaty, man. You're wearing a blanket in the Old West. Elfish, why are you saying sorry? What are you sorry about? Sorry. Is it too late now to say sorry? 'Cause I'm... Oh, we gotta have, effects when we do that, right? Yeah. Is it too late now to say sorry? It's like singing into the Grand Canyon, which could be in that Western film. Hi-oh! Hi-oh! Something like that. Damn. It's warm in this blanket. Something like that. Why is Elfish sorry? Can anyone tell me? Ben Sharp. Let's send some good vibes to Jeff K. His power is out and freezing outside. Not freezing at the moment. The temperatures were like what it is today here, which we're not that far apart. It was freezing. It's probably going to freeze tonight. Let's send some good vibes to Jeff. I will lead. Okay. This is how we do it. Yes.
Jeff K. Good vibes to you.
Yes. That should help, right? I hope so. Any little bit helps. That's what I've been told. That's true. Generator, he's got to have some kind of backup, doesn't he? I'm using my phone as a camera. Otherwise, well, I'd try to call him, but he probably doesn't want to like use too much of his cell phone. He doesn't have power to charge it back up again. But he's got a vehicle. You could charge it in the vehicle. He's got to have a plan. Maybe I should just go there. I'll take tomorrow off. I'll drive over there and make sure he's doing okay. A good friend would do that. I'm a horrible friend. And for the Vikings to storm. You have a beach? You don't live anywhere near a beach. Don't be fooling me. There is no water near you except for in your fish tanks. When's the last time that you saw a body of water, Jorge? All right, I'm just kidding, man. A Bert? Bert. Okay, Bert. 0 kiwi fruit, Bert. Yeah, oceanfront property. That's what was my thought exactly. So, what is happening anyway? Case of the Mondays, we're 28 minutes and 3 seconds in, and we have 18 viewers according to my live stream counter. Can't see the likes. Doesn't matter. But I do like likes. Do you like likes? Who doesn't like a like? Everyone says Stan. Stan. Cheryl also says flatbed. She says Stan and flatbed. Oh, and she says Ben. Cheryl's just naming names, I guess. Ben is, she likes that name. I'm assuming you're just raising your hand because you would like to speak, and your answer is Ben. But then Ben also says Cheryl. But then Stan says Cheryl Ben. But Cheryl said Stan. And Ben said Stan. Cheryl and Ben said Stan. And Stan says Cheryl and Ben. Oh, it's waving. Oh, my gosh. I should have known that. Stan, in the place where you live. Don't think about direction, why? Waving hello. June's put a little emoticon of someone putting their hands up in the air. Both arms, anyways. All I can see is their head and their arms. Anyhow, what was I talking about again? Beaches. Just talking about the beaches. Sand surrounding large lakes in Arizona. My daughter learned it the hard way. She went to school there. I think that there must be some lakes there. There's got to be some form of water. Water would be nice. Okay. It has been 30 minutes, so I'm going to do a member shout out. I think. If I can bring it up on the other doodads and stuff and things and let's go to YouTube Studio and check out what we got for members. I think I'd be able to do this more easily by now. Maybe if I didn't talk about how much of a struggle it is and just talk about something else, you guys would have no idea that I'm struggling to find where my members list is. But it's like rubbing your head and patting your belly or vice versa. It's easier said than done. Community? No, maybe it's under Earn. It's definitely under the Earn. Earn for Ernest. Which happens to be my father's name and my brother's name, Ernest. See your members. Ah! Ah, my eyes. Oh, not those kind of members. Let's see. How many members do we have? It doesn't tell me the number of members. Something else would, though. There's got to be a place for me. Oh, 43 members. Ha! We've got 43 members. Let me check out the chat real quick. Oh, Katie's on. She's in the chat there. See this? I didn't type that. I wouldn't have to hide my phone from River anyways. It's being used as the camera. It's right there. You are my phone, everyone. Okay. Smells like... I smell an aquarium. Anyways, let's look at the memberships that we have. 43 members currently. I click on something that says see your members, which I find humor in. And if you don't get it, that's too bad. But I think it's funny. Members from beginning to end. And it's going to be awfully hard because every time that I scroll to the bottom of my member list, it automatically bloop, goes right back to the top of the list. It's very annoying. Okay. Peplin Creek's Aquatics. Peplin Creek's Aquatics. Foxy's Fishes, Autarky Homestead. Boozle Aquatics. Empire of Dirt Aquatics, Jeff Kane. Master Aquatics, just call me Eduardo. M&C Aquatics. Lush and Salty Aquariums. Redneck Aquatic Stan Pittman. Only Oscars. June. Wonderful. There's more. Garage Aquatics. That is Ron. Garage Aquatics 2023. To be exact. Renee Hedinger is a close family member of mine. Love you, Renee. If you're watching, just know that I love you. I do. What do we got here? Flatbed Aquatics? Flatbed, you could like carry huge tanks on top of a flatbed. So it's a good guy to have around just in case. So Flatbed Aquatics, Jody P is also a member. I bet you guys didn't know that. Like I said, I have to keep like scrolling down. It's like scrolling against a spring. I'm scrolling a spring. Oh my God. Why does it keep popping up like that? The next one would be one that's probably going to keep doing that. What if I do like 50 per page? Will it not do that? No, it still does that. How about 20 per page? Will it do that then? Yes. Well, it's so freaking annoying. I can only read so far and then it goes away. Especially in these middle ones. What if I download? Exporting. Please, your export started, is ready for download. Download. I'm going to download the list. And I think that I'm going to just be able to open it up in a spreadsheet. That's the ticket. Shall we start over? No. We ended on Jody P. Dee Dee's Findan, Brenton Lightcap, Flatbed Aquatics, Mr. Tundra. How come Flatbed's on there twice? No, I just read them twice. Mr. Tundra, Laura's Aura, Eric Wyrock. is a member. JB Palladino. Has anyone seen Jamie lately? I haven't. The moneyless maven Shirley. Shirley to tell you that she has no money. Any fish will do. Revcoon. Revcoon, that's a neat one. I haven't seen that one. Revcoon is a member. I'm imagining a raccoon on a motorcycle. Big Steve's glass boxes. Gills to Gardens. That's Nathan. Mexicali Fishkeeper. Passing Wind. All Things Nature in Hawaii with Steve. G&C Aquatics. Garcia Aquatics. Shady Grady. Audra Meyer. Aquarium Talk TV. Red Laser. That's 2 Gordons in a row. 3G. He's a Greg. Bunny Viper. Caleb Shirley. Cece's Aquatic Escapes. Outside In Aquatics. Collaboration of Curiosities. The Bipolar Fishkeeper. Kalish and Rod's Aquatics is our current list of members at the making of this members section of this live stream, as far as I know. And if anything happened in the meantime, I didn't see it because I'm on a completely different window. Do you still call them windows even though it's on a Mac? I'm not sure. I think you do. I think you do. Thank you guys so much for being members of our channel. We appreciate each and every one of you. I really do mean that. It's not just being a smartass or using my radio voice to say that. Thank you guys. Also thank all of our subscribers for our channel. Currently have 721 subs. That's amazing to me. To have that many people watching what I upload to a YouTube channel. So, thank you guys again. I hope that Katie and I can return the love that you guys have shown us. Oh, Rod's in the house too. How we doing? Are you talking to me or everyone that's in here? Probably both. All of us. I can only speak for myself. I think we're doing well. I can speak for Katie. I think she's doing well. And if she isn't, she'll probably say it in the chat here. River's doing awesome. She's so close to mobile that it's very scary. Only because we got a kennel for her. I'd call it a kennel. Everyone loves a train wreck. Is this what is? That's probably what this live stream is close to being. No wonder everyone's here. Because it's like a train wreck. We got her a yard, a play yard. It's called. It's like 50 by 50 little playpen thing, and put some extra padding around it and stuff. But she's doing her floor exercises, spinning around on her belly, rolling over. She scoots backwards. She hasn't quite got the forward thing down yet, but it's coming soon. And it doesn't take much of any kind of helping, and she can stand. She just can't keep her balance on her own. But if you hold her by her arms or just along her waist, just to keep her steady, she can stand up and stay there on her own, which is cool. Funny looking because she's still little, only 7 months. So see a little 7-month-old just kind of like standing there looking at you, like, hey. I'm not picking on short people. Don't want to do that. I tend to stick my mouth in my foot. Foot in my mouth? No, mouth in my foot. All I did was chase my boys all over. They split up to make it real hard. Yeah, having little ones at the same time definitely makes it more difficult. Right now we just have one little one in the house, and it's good enough for me. I'd like to have my other ones back, being little ones here too, but things change. People grow up. So how much did I miss in chat here? Probably a lot. I apologize. I try to stay current in the chat towards the bottom. Bottom of the chat. All right. One thing we haven't done for sure is mail out our member stickers. I remember talking about how easy it would be because I drive right by the post office, but life just gets in the way, guys. I'm sorry. Definitely get them out though. Got a whole pack of them here, and we wrote down everyone that's emailed us their address to have one. We wrote them down. We're gonna get them out to you as soon as we can. I mean, as soon as we remember. It's not the remembering thing. It's like it's always on our mind, but you only got so many hours in the day and you're just rearranging stuff all the time, and I'm just horrible at it. Naturally, I'm horrible at it because I have disorders in my brain. It makes it very hard for me to do normal stuff. And is somewhat common. There's a lot of people that deal with it. Maybe someday I'll learn how to actually get through it. Until then, I think that my life is just going to be disorderly hell. It's not all hell. I can't say it's hell. There's a lot in life to be enjoyed. It really is. I just sometimes wish I was a normal boy. If that makes any sense. Anyhow, let's get off that topic. Let's get back into the comments. What did I miss? Anything? No. June says she made our sticker into a magnet. I love doing that. We did a couple of these this way. I put them on the refrigerator, and then I don't remember where I put the other one. Somewhere around here. Grab it from me in August. True. The clutter world. I just don't have... I'd love to be organized, but if I try to be organized, I am way too... it takes me way too long to be organized because I have to arrange everything. I can't hardly even talk sometimes because of the problems that I have. I don't want to talk about my problems. My name is Jake, and I have like an I don't know. Yeah. I don't care for diagnoses because I feel like sometimes those kinds of things can be stereotypical, so have a stigma about them. And I also feel that sometimes people use them as excuses for their own behavior. With different stuff. Not all the time. Not everybody, but it happens a lot. I never want to be that way. So I don't talk about it much. But definitely on some kind of spectrum. I have, so I've been told, very high IQ. But I can't seem to keep my house clean. And Sometimes it's hard to pay attention because I'm already lost in 50 different thoughts going on in my mind, and maybe something you're saying is really not that interesting to me at the time. So I look like a dumbass because I'm like, what? What's going on? Oh, ah. Anyway, I can't go about saying to people, I have a high IQ, because that sounds so uppity and assholish that I can't do it. But it's some kind of a thing. And as stupid as, stupid people can have a high IQ, I think, because there's common sense and then there's the ability to figure things out. And I think that's all that an IQ is your ability to learn and how quickly. I really don't know how that all gauges out. I've never looked into it because, like I said, it's been something that's been told to me many times in different times of my life. And there's such a stigma about it that I never even wanted to look into it. But apparently it affects the way I can be organized or be effective at what a lot of normal people can be effective at. And it's all of us. I mean, we all kind of live in chaos anyways, right? But it would take me probably... I could spend a whole day just organizing one desk. Just because I would go over it with like a fine-tooth comb, a little toothpick, and make sure everything is arranged. So there's some of that in me too. I think that we're all just kind of various degrees of different things that a lot of people call disorders. And I think we're just different. We're all different. And we're all unique. And all the things that Mr. Rogers taught us are true. All right, back to our regularly scheduled program. I'm assuming Katie made the comment. She made a comment somewhere on here. Stay on topic, Jake. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Hard to stay on topic. Thanks, sweetie. Yeah, I'm not doing any typing into the comments, so if you see us in there, that's Katie. I never met him, and I wish I had, but there'd be videos out there that I can rewatch. It just, he was gone shortly after we started our channel, so I never got to know him. I think I would have. I love most people. Not all, but most. And I care for many, many more. Even if I don't like a person, I'll care for them. I will, usually. Yeah, there's a very small list of people that I could give two shits about. Very small list. Hello, Melvin. All right. 51 minutes in, and what did I accomplish? talking about a shirt that I got. An awesome shirt. Fits very well. It's very comfortable. And I do believe they're made by another person that I really, really like. I mean, it's Funk's shirt, but the person that makes it, I believe, is Carr. And I miss seeing him in these chats and stuff. From what I've heard, he's just working man, just working hard. Doesn't have time for this stuff. Rambling? Who's rambling? I told you I didn't know how much stuff I'd had to say, hon. I was going to keep going. Come on, anyways. Try to find something to talk about for an hour on a whim when you don't really plan it ahead of time. Yeah. That's what happens. I talk too fast and I get on a different subject and it kind of kills the mood, you know? I got too serious there for a moment. I have to sneeze. That was close. Oh my god. Thank God for mute buttons. You know what my plan was to just play guitar in the last half of it, but it's almost over, so. I've been told by people that I can play guitar and they want me to play the guitar, and I don't feel comfortable playing the guitar because I don't think that I'm good enough to play the guitar for you people. I do enjoy it. I do like playing for other people, but I don't like the thought of the fact that I might stand up somewhere and think that I'm good because I'm... I know. Why do I gotta feel like I am crap about things? I don't have it hooked up though, June. What if I plan to do it for next week? For sure. And if Katie can hear this, then she can at least make sure that I do it. Well, I think I don't have it plugged in and stuff, and everything's put away. What is wrong? Something is amiss in your air system. It's just not putting out the amount of air or something. I hope you get it figured out. Oh, Katie's gonna sing. La 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 la. Next Monday. I'll make sure I have it set up, and that way I can't use it as an excuse. Well, my guitar isn't hooked up. I got the cord, it's all wrapped up hanging behind the monitor here, and the guitar's in that case there, and I'm surrounded by, doesn't look like it so much, but I got crap all over the floor here and stuff. But next Monday, I promise. As long as, we're still alive. I need to do some more videos for the page. I just feel weird everyone's videos are so polished. Don't worry about how polished things are, because that just gets into, my nightmare thing. If you'd like to get into polishing your videos up to what you think would be polished, start with a plan of what you want to show and what you're going to say. And technical wise, I mean, that would be the first thing. Because you can have something look and sound amazing, but it's just like crap. What are you even talking about? Kind of like me right now. Or you can have an outline. Make an outline of, see, I wish I'd take my own advice, but make an outline. What's your topic of what you're going to do? What your video is going to be about? And then your main points. And just keep it nearby so you can look at it and be like, okay, I'm moving on to that. And remember that if you're able to do simple editing as far as cutting out dead air or something, technical wise, you don't necessarily have to film something and have it be smooth all the way through. You can stop, gather your thoughts, and then continue. And when you chop out that middle part, it sounds better. Most of my videos are like that. 'Cause like when I talk, and you guys seen it on live stream, I pause like weird. And especially when I'm doing a video or if I'm trying to explain something to someone, I sometimes pause in weird spots of the sentence. I say and a lot. You can edit those things out. If you don't have the ability to edit or chop anything out, it's best to kind of have that outline and keep it off camera. And then just be you. Don't worry about how polished it is. But have a good, just at least have a topic. Because it keeps you from having to think of things off the top of your head. And that makes the video harder to shoot, longer to shoot, and harder to watch. Anyone that does that. I've done it myself. I do it too many times. And remember, with any kind of video, audio comes first. It really does. Over video quality, audio 100%. You can have the crappiest of video. As long as your audio sounds the best it can, go for that. So if you have just super clear 4K resolution, the color correction is wonderful, the lighting is great, and the guy sounds like this, they're going to turn it off. They're going to turn it off. I know I would. Anyways, I think, Stan, I like your videos. Because you naturally have a flow of talking what you're talking about. You don't seem to have a hard time keeping a thought going as to what you're showing. And remember, a polished turd is still a turd, so... And your stuff isn't a turd. I'm saying your stuff isn't a turd. Does that make sense? I'm trying to give you compliments, Stan. Your videos are no way like a turd. Sometimes I don't even know what we've been talking about. Forget the plan and go off script. You do that too. It's not about having a script. It's just ahead of time just think, okay, what do I want this video to be about? It's just very simple. Like, okay, I have this tank. I have a 40-gallon tank. My video is about that 40-gallon tank. I'm going to talk about the fish that are inside of it and how I have it set up. There you go. You got the camera, shoot. It doesn't have to be scripted. It doesn't have to be a big layout thing. If you want to keep track of it in your head that way, I just like to write out things once in a while because my brain will go blank and I have to like remember what it was I was thinking about because I jump from one thing to the next so much inside my own head. But whatever works for you. But I think that, having some kind of a topic in mind before you hit record is going to go a long ways. June's got to go. Thanks for stopping by, and we're going to wrap this up. It has been an hour, and that's all I'm going to go for. Do that. That's a good idea. I love doing our own tour of this. It's been over a year since we did our own, and then we had Bratton over to do it, and that's awesome. But going through and touring your own fish room and talking about it, I'd watch that. People love tours. We have one that's still going good from over a year ago that people still watch. I don't know why. They just like it. I like it. Anyways, like I said, I was going to take off now. And like Katie says, thanks, everyone. We appreciate you coming and chatting. Chatting and coming. It sounds weird the other way around. Sorry, guys. I love you very much. I got to get off of here before I go crazy and say things a little bit worse than I already have. So, thank you, guys. From the bottom of my heart, I say a thank you, and make sure you visit your local funk and tell him hello. Tell him Jake sent you, and that he should watch this because he was a little bit funky this time. Just a little bit. A little bit. All right. Should I end it now, Katie? Oh, now Funk's here, huh? Now you show up. You were lurking the whole time and just like throw this in there at the end. Cool shirt. Yeah. You were napping. You know what time our stream. This is number 52. That's 1 year's worth. We've been doing it for over a year, but sometimes we skip a week or two. But this is installment number 52. There's 52 weeks. It's 1 year's worth of live streams we put out. You know what time we start. And you decided to take a nap. It's on you. Now I have to go. I have to go, Funk. I have to leave now. I'm glad you showed up, though. Love the shirt. I love you. All right. I have to take off this comment before I start the video. Goodbye, everyone. See you next week.
Katie and Jake got a case of the Mondays, stumbling through like it's one of those days. Alarm clock screaming while coffee is cold. Dreams of the weekend slowly unfold. Thank you for watching this wild little show. Crazy routines, we just go with the flow. Fish in the tank and plants on the ledge. Friends through it all, we push to the edge. Case of the Mondays, but love gets us through. Fumbling mess, but we still got the crew. Laugh through the chaos, we know what we seek. Tune in, tune out, see you all next week. Tune in, tune out, see you all next week. HHD playing beats on the side. Katie's in charge while Jake rides the tide. Works like a puzzle scattered on the floor. Soon it'll click and we'll walk through the door. From sunrise to sunrise. See you all next week. Tune in, tune out. See you all next week.
This episode of Case of the Mondays has been brought to you by the funky man himself, Aquafunk. Always being there to support his local fish keepers and the good people of the world. We love you, Funk. Be funky, everybody.
Tune out. See you all next week.